what's up YouTube? Evan Star here, and tonight I'm going to do an update video. Now, I typically don't do update videos because of the fact that update videos might seem kind of a little bit lazy. However, I feel that with all the content sort of swirling past this channel and everything that I've been up to, I felt like I kind of needed to spend a couple of minutes or so giving you guys an update, and in the meantime I'll do something for a few friends online. So paramount to this whole update is really kind of a real life update for me. In case you guys haven't known, my wife and I are expecting our first child. We're very excited. Our due date is next month, so October, but we are now very late in the game, and it can honestly happen at any time now. And with the little guy on the way, there has to be some lifestyle changes, and most notably with my gaming and hobbying activity. That is expected to drop off quite a bit when the little guy arrives. I mean, there may be some things I can do, but on a local gaming level and a hobby level, it's just not going to be the same. So with that in mind, that's kind of affecting all of these decisions that are going into my channel and everything else along with that. Recently, Play It Painted, the series has kind of picked up a little steam. As you can see, we've gone through, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so different systems on Play It Painted, and I'm trying to squeeze in a few more. Now, there's no telling when I may have to stop when little guy arrives, but the plan is to continue through some more systems. Now, I had promised you guys some free blades, and to be honest with you, I really don't have the time to prioritize for a very lengthy, in-depth dive into free blades, and it looks like that's the type of game that requires it. So you won't be seeing free blades from me. Frankly, I tried it out. Billy and I tried it out at Gateway, and we were not very impressed. This is a deep game, and it's probably better for a different type of crew. So Play It Painted will continue until the little guy arrives, and I will keep you guys updated with that. Now, the other thing that has kind of come up has been these things. Now, these are Malifaux 2.0 plastics. This is the Victorious set. I guess they're calling them the hired swords now. Here's Taylor. Here's the other Victoria. Ooh, oh, paint booger there. But here's the other Victoria. Let's try to get her a little better spot. And was that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more floating around here somewhere. She'll pop up. But anyway, oh, there she is. Malifaux 2nd Edition plastics. Now, this might seem a little odd considering I'm not playing Malifaux anymore. I'm not playing the 2nd Edition Malifaux. I really don't want to get into why I'm not playing 2nd Edition Malifaux. If you guys know me personally, you've probably heard me explain it in many, many different ways. You might have heard me say it on the live show, but I'm not really here to get into that. I'm just not playing Malifaux 2nd Edition anymore. Why do I have the plastics? Well, as it turns out, I did retire from the Henchman program, and I had some soul stones left. So rather than just using the soul stones on stuff that for weird that I'm not going to use, I figured this would be a good opportunity for me to paint up the new plastics and then put them up for sale. Now, I don't have much experience selling miniatures, but with me out of Malifaux, I decided to do that, especially with the little guy coming around, because the extra money, I won't lie, won't hurt with regards to getting some diapers. So really, I'm looking at this stuff as sort of diaper money. Now, that might be a convenient way for saying that I'm selling out, but, I'm not using this stuff anyway, and hey, if I can put these up early and people can enjoy them, well, hey, they can enjoy them. Certainly wouldn't disparage anybody from enjoying some painted miniatures, especially ones for a game that I'm not going to be playing. So I thought I would show these off. Now, one of the main questions that has come up has been the scale of these miniatures, because I won't lie to you, it does not seem very consistent. Now, a lot of people online are saying that Weird has never really been consistent with their metal line, but and they're saying that this line is a little bit better, and frankly, I don't see that as the case. Now, take this with a grain of salt. This is somebody that's no longer playing Malifaux anymore, but I mean, these models are just, some of them are gigantic, like this one, for example. This is one of the Ronin models, and this model is huge. And I think in one of my other videos, I kind of put this Ronin model, I think it was a live show, next to that's Mysterious, next to a metal miniature. So the scale, in some cases, are big. In other cases, it seems to be a little bit better. But like whenever they stand straight up, you can see. Here's another Ronin. You can see taller. Not only taller, but the heads in some cases are a little bit bigger. Some of the heads on some of these plastics are much larger than the other ones. Now, I haven't gone through all the plastics yet, but I probably will at some point, especially because I'm painting them up for sale. But yeah, scale seems to be a little bit questionable, particularly with that box. Now, I'm going to show you another box here. This is, what are these called? Shadows of Red Chapel? They're not called the Red Chapel Gang anymore. They're in favor of changing every name, I guess, so that you can tell the old SKU from the new SKU. So here's the Red Chapel Gang. Now this set has a little bit, seems to be a little bit more consistent with its scale. So that's good. And again, you'll see all of these online for sale, which is cool. Here's Madame Sybil. So they seem to be, that set seems to be a little bit more consistent about its scale. But the scale I've noticed on the Death Marshal set is also kind of strange. Some of the Death Marshals are quite larger than the other ones, and quite larger than a lot of other models. Then you have some that are kind of the right scale. Now, for comparison, let's look at here is an Alt Sculpt Victoria. I love that model, by the way. And here is the plastic M2E Victoria. For comparison, you can see the M2E Victoria is quite taller and quite larger than the metal scale. And it's hard to be able to say that across the board, that the plastics are larger, because in fact some of the plastics are smaller. For example, I noticed Lady Justice can be smaller than a lot of these metal miniatures. And my opinion is that the metal miniatures, while they weren't entirely consistent with scale, for some reason they seem to be similar enough to each other to where it wasn't that big of a difference. But I do have some concerns that with these, with mixing these plastics with these metals, for example. Let's say I put that metal Victoria in this crew. It might look a little bit off because of how much taller a lot of these plastics are. I mean, Taylor is crouching down, and she's quite tall. You can tell the length of her legs and everything like that. So anyway, there's that. So that's one of the updates. You'll see plastic M2E stuff being painted by me, and that will be not on SoCal Malifaux. It will not be on SoCal Tabletop. It may not even be on this channel, but you'll see it on the new Play It Painted Facebook page. So I'm going to put a link to the Play It Painted Facebook page, and you'll see that in the description of this video. So why did I make a Play It Painted Facebook page? Again, all of this has to do with me having a baby and trying to get in the last bit of gaming and miniature hobby that I can before it's time to buckle down and change diapers. So actually, the Play It Painted Facebook page was was an idea of a friend of mine who really liked my videos, liked the fact that we were going over a number of systems that you just don't see on YouTube. Frankly, you see the same maybe 2 to 4 miniature games on YouTube over and over and over again, and I for one would love to see more, would love to see the smaller guys, the small independent companies that put hobby first, that put gamers first, that don't care about trying to make something mainstream or simplified for the general public to use. They want to put together games that gamers like. And I like those games, and I want to feature them on Play It Painted, along with board games that have miniatures. And that was kind of the idea of Play It Painted, and the simple philosophy that, hey, doesn't matter how good of a painter you are, if you paint your miniatures and you put them on the board, you're bound to have more fun than you were if were you to play unpainted. That's really the premise of the show. And we've gone through a lot of systems. But anyway, my friend recommended that I should put together a Facebook for it, so I did. You can find it at Facebook. If you look up Play It Painted or Play Painted as one of the search functions in Facebook, you'll find the page. Please feel free to like the page, and if you do like the page, you will actually get to see some of these Malifaux plastics that, frankly, I'm not seeing a whole lot of online yet. So you might get a sneak peek at these plastics, and you'll know what's up for auction next if you are one of the guys on eBay trying to help get me some diaper money, and I appreciate you guys for that. So that's going on. And the final couple of updates, you're going to check out, hopefully, you'll see some of the Blood Bowl Season 7 stuff on Heretic of You's channel, so please check that out. We are in the playoffs right now. It's a very exciting time for our club. And you will also see on this channel, and Billy's channel, you'll see more Anima Tactics. So stay tuned to this channel for Anima Tactics. I've got at least one other battle report coming for Anima Tactics. And on Will Salaz, Billy's channel, you should probably also see some Anima Tactics on there as well. Well, this was quite a long update, and I'm sorry for taking so long. I did sneak in a Malifaux plastics review in there. Bottom line for the plastics is they are fun. The scale's a little weird, but the good news is they are fun models, and they're dynamic as they used to be. They don't seem to be as fiddly, at least most of them. Hint, Lady J, very fiddly now, and I'll show you that one soon. But they don't seem to be as fiddly, which is good, and they paint up pretty nicely. The bad news is the scale doesn't seem to be very consistent, but if that's not a problem for you, that's fine. They're fun models. For a guy that's not playing the system, I just thought they're fun models to paint. Personal preferences aside for theme and stuff, I would like to have seen a little bit slightly different theme than what I saw. But anyway, this video has gone on way too long, and I appreciate you guys for watching. And stay tuned, and thank you for watching. Please head over to the Facebook page and hit like. The more guys that go over there and hit like, the more chances I have for, my friends and I have for painting up different systems and showing off different systems. Because after all, you guys are watching YouTube, and you're paying attention to games, and you want to learn about different games, and I hope that you guys are getting some of what you need from this channel. Anyway, that's it for my very long update on my channel. Just wanted to thank you guys again for all your support. Please check out Billy's channel, check out my brother's channel. You know my friends. Anyway, that's it. Take care, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.